Well, many of the critics have observed this kind of darkness in your children's fiction. But in fact, the best children's fiction has always been incredibly dark. We tell stories at bedtime to kids to scare them to death and then to reassure them that it's not going to happen to them.
I think kids are a lot crueler than adults. You discover that when you start talking to kids, telling them stories. They want the bad people to die. Preferably in pain. You don't want to get to a story with a bad queen or an evil wizard and say, and then he died in his sleep. It's like, no! Adults, we are fallen in nature. We are forgiving. We can see our own imperfections. We do not demand painful justice. Kids do. So I think that's part of it. I actually hadn't realized that my kids' stuff was darker than my adult stuff until Kim Newman pointed it out in a review in The Independent of Anansi Boys. And he said, well, this is one of Neil Gaiman's adult novels, which means it's much lighter in tone. And and I thought, actually, my God, he's got a point there. So. And the first 3 pages, I'd say, of The Graveyard Book is probably the scariest thing I've ever written. Not a sensible commercial move. I'm going to make this very, very clear. If you want to worry your publisher, write a children's book with make the first 3 pages a man with a knife walking around a house in the dark. There were 4 people living there, 2 parents, a child, and a little toddler. He's dealt with all of them except the toddler. He's walking up the stairs. If you're going to write a scene like that, what I figured out, what I should have done, is slide that in and just make the first scene all about flowers or something. And then parents or teachers who would pick it up and just say, I wonder what's on the first page. Would go, oh, yeah, it's flowers. As it is, the first lines, there was a hand in the darkness and it held a knife. And it never gets that bad again. Kids don't mind it.